Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the crack of dawn, giving them all just like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cuffs. Now tell me, who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Oh, man. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God is simply amazing. Because God is off the chain. Because God is over the top. Because God is all that in a bag of chips. God is amazing, man. God will take you places that you never, ever thought you would go. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it amazes me when I'm watching people talk about themselves and their careers and where they're at in life and things, and I hear people say, you know, I always dreamed of being here. You know, I can understand when a person says that. I've always dreamed that of something like this would happen to me. But I want you to think about that for a second. Did you really see it just like that, though? Did you really, really see it just like that? Did you really know that God was going to bring you through all he brought you through to get you to this place? Did you know that in spite of the losses along the way that would crumble the average person, that somehow he kept you through it all, and that's how you got here? Did you think of, since you're so busy talking about yourself now, have you forgotten all the times he was bringing you through when you didn't see no way that you was going to get through? Do you remember that? So when you sit there and you say, I dreamed of this, this is what I always saw happening, I don't really think so. I don't really think if you take inventory, a real close inventory of your life, and you look back on it all, stop looking at the moment right now. Remember where you come from. See, that's what gets me emotional sometimes. That's what makes me tear up, because when something is happening to me in the moment, it ain't the moment for me. It's the memory of how I got there. It's the recollection of all the things, all the nights, all the days in that car, all the times by myself when I felt like I wasn't going to make it. But somehow I'm standing somewhere and somebody passing out an award to me or somebody calling my name. That's that. Did you really think you was going to make it then? So since you're talking about this is what I always dreamed of, did you really think in those moments right there that you would even be standing here today? That's why I try to get people to understand, you know, and this is kind of for young people today, what I'm about to say, but then guess what? Sometimes I had to remind myself of it. So I guess it's still kind of for everybody. because I work with a lot of young people, and so many times, man, young people just don't understand what all it takes. And I know that if you're a full-grown adult, if you're 40, you really understanding where I'm coming from, because you it's listen to me, young people, or anybody that don't understand this, that you got to do some things that you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. You have to understand this principle of success, or else you are not going to become successful. I got what you want to do. I got your ultimate goal is this, that, and the other. I got all of that. But in the meantime, though, there are some necessary steps that you have to take in order to become successful, and you cannot skip these steps. You can't jump over these steps just because you want to be rich Friday. I got that. Everybody got that. But if you want this, whatever you're talking about, whether it's money or success or fame or climbing the corporate ladder or this is the position or you, all that's fine and dandy. Please hold on to your dreams. Dreams come true. But in the meantime, let me remind you of something. That you got to do some things you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. You must get this in your head. There are some survival things that you have to master in order to do what you want to do. Let's take an example. Let's say you want to be rich and famous. Let's just say that's it for you. And there's a lot of other ways of being successful. Please don't think that's the only one. But I'm just saying, let's just say yours is rich and famous. And let's say some miraculous way, God made you rich and famous next Friday. Ta-da, there you are. You rich and you famous next Friday. Can I share something with you? This is not going to last for you. You know why? Because you have not done the things necessary. You have not done the things that you have to do in order to do the things you want. So now you're rich and famous. How you going to know how to budget money? How you going to know how to get up and keep clawing towards the top when you fall off your pedestal? How you going to know how to reinvent yourself if you didn't even invent yourself in the first place? See, it's so many things you got to know about something. And you think because it's what you want right now, it's supposed to happen just now. It's a process. When you ask God for something, please know, God knows the process. He knows the necessary steps to take you through. Don't lose your patience with God because your dreams ain't coming true right now. Man, I think the best way, y'all, is for me. I just use myself as an example. I really do understand why God has given me the life He's given me so far. I understand the being homeless part now. I get the not being successful when I wanted to part now. I get it. I got the delayed entry into the field of choice for myself. I got it now. I've been wanting to be on TV and a little comedian since I was 9 years old. But guess what? I didn't get there till I was 28. But see, I didn't get it then. I was mad at God. You know what I want, and I'm sitting up here. I got exactly what you want. But I got this process I want you to go through to get here, too. Because, see, I'm finna take you somewhere you don't know nothing about. One day you're going to have a radio show with your little stupid behind. You don't know this yet. I'm going to bless you with a radio show. You don't even know it. That's why I say every morning, Steve Harvey got a radio show. Because, see, I didn't see this one coming. But, see, God had a plan for me. It was in the blueprint of my life. So God said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make your life a little rough for you. I'm going to toss you up a little bit. I'm going to let you make some of these stupid decisions you want to make, and I'm going to make you learn from them. I'm going to let you be homeless for a little while. I'm going to let you not get into your field of choice until you're 28. I'm going to have people talking about if we had only seen him when he was younger. I ain't going to let you get your first car in your name till you're 38. I'm going to make you go through some things because one day I'm going to put a microphone in front of your mouth and I want you to honor me. I want you to talk about me. I want you to tell people what I brought you through. I want you to give people inspirational moments where they can see that your life was jacked up for a minute and I turned your life around for you. That's God dealing with me. See, so now I finally understand why I went through the life I went through so I could have something to say. See, I ain't over here telling you about what I think will happen. I'm telling you what I know can happen. That God does make dreams come true. But sometimes it take a minute. Sometimes you're going to have to do some things you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. Yeah, I finally got on TV, but I had to learn some things along the way. See, maybe he waited for me to get some of these messages before he gave me this gift that I wanted, so I would appreciate it more. See, when you don't get into comedy till you 28 and you've been wanting it since you 9, now when you get into it, you appreciate it more. Then guess what? I had been through so many struggles and a divorce, and life had turned me around. So when I became homeless, I still didn't give up, because I had appreciated the fact that it took me so long to get here that nothing was going to deter me. And he gave me the fortitude and the strength to hang on in there. Just don't leave him out the mix, okay? Because you're trying to do this by yourself, and it ain't working for you, all right? I'll let you. I'm going to be tripping today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please, may I have your attention, please? Today's show is dedicated to those of you who are striving for greatness. This is for everybody that's striving for greatness. I ran across some information that I have got to share with you because this is good news. A guy sent me this today, and it's a billboard, but it says, in capital letters, never forget 3 types of people in your life.
Okay.
Never forget 3 types of people in your life. The first person you should never forget is who helped you in your difficult times.
Check.
That's the first person.
Check.
The second person you should never forget is who left you in your difficult times.
Woo!
Yeah.
You need to remember who they are.
Yeah.
Who left you in your difficult time. And the third person you should always remember is who put you in difficult times.
Whoa.
You need to get your mind.
Yeah, the third
They
one.
could all be the same person right there. All
Who
3 of them.
put you in your difficult time?
Uh-huh.
No, they ain't.
Maybe in your life, nephew.
No. Ain't nobody helped me in my difficult time was the same one that put me there. No, I ain't never.
Or who left you there.
Yeah.
I can leave the one that put me there.
Yeah, those are some important people.
The one that put you could have been the one that left you, though, in your difficult times. That's true.
The one that put you in them is short. That's been my.
Yeah.
That's been my biggest one.
Uh-huh. Those two can go
Can be
together.
the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those who left you in your difficult time
And put you in the
and was the same person that put me in the difficult time.
Yeah.
Walked off skipping like what nothing going on.
Saw you in trouble.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Let Shirley, what's going on?
Hey, Steve, good morning to you.
Good. Carla
Happy
Farrell.
Tuesday.
Hey, good morning, crew. What's going
Junior.
Morning, Aunt.
Fool number 1.
Yes, sir, in the building.
Fool number 2.
What up,
Dude right here, I'm trying to talk serious. And he's showing this picture.
He thinking
I
about
mean, man, this dude
difficult
right here.
You did the same thing to me. That's why my head was down, Steve. Because I said, if I bust out laughing right now, Steve's going to look at me so crazy.
Yeah, that's the type of person he is. Just full of ignorance. Should have left him right where I found him.
But you didn't, did you?
I didn't.
They ended up over here eventually.
You know, I always
He
saw
used
that
to be
coming.
with us.
But you know,
He used to be with us when we were in L.A. before.
yeah, God has a way of doing it in his own time.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
And
does.
that's the thing. It's easy to have faith when you look at how it could end up.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's exciting
Yeah.
and it looks rewarding. The difficult part is keeping faith in the middle.
Going through.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
It's in the middle where you got to keep the faith. And most people lose the trip because they lose faith in the middle. Hey, y'all, if you're going through something and you're in the middle of it, keep your faith because the end will surely come. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, truth be told, and don't you hate going over other people's house and they don't have stuff you're used to? We'll
Just
be
little
back
things.
at 32 after.
Wow. Yeah, we about to have a conversation now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny, of course, and we're going to go. Junior, you're up first with Truth Be Told.
Let me tell you. Truth be told. Truth be told, I can't help you. But let me take a phone call I got this weekend. And I love Pete. Pete from the old neighborhood called me. Been going to the doctor, got some bad news. But I'm not the person to call when you get some bad news. When you give me bad news, I get you right off of me and right back on to you. That's what I do when I get bad news. So, Tommy Pete called me, man. He's like, man, dog got a bad heart. He said, doctor say I'm going to have a heart transplant. Right then, I said, hey, Pete, breathe slow.
Really?
Hey, you got the information for the bad heart. We can't upset you no kind of way. Your heart not good right now. So you need to take your time, make this last as long as you can. Just breathe slow.
You got a bad heart?
He got bad.
I got big lips.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at here's another step.
They ain't got to be equal. He just talking about what he got. Let me tell you what I got.
Let me take it a step further. I gave some good advice. Huh?
Right.
Is he dying?
Having big lips cannot kill you eventually.
We didn't make it that
Damn
far.
near, though.
Whether he
Damn near
died
kid.
or not, we didn't make it that far. But I
Junior.
understand bad heart and heart transplant because I think you won't mind. You get your mind off of this heart right here. So I just want to let you know. As a matter of fact, Pete, you don't find nothing else funny because if you get revved up, you taking time off that heart. As a matter of fact, the next relationship you get into got to work because you can't afford no heartache. You can't have none of that. Matter of fact, Pete, when you go to sleep, sleep light because a deep sleep might be too much work on that one
Might be
heart. Just want you to understand. Truth be told, I understand where you're coming from. I just ain't the one to help. That's
You
all.
got a bad heart.
No, you got a bad heart. No, you got a bad heart. That ain't my fault.
No, not at all.
I can't help
Wow.
Yeah.
You got on and off the line with it.
you. No, it's it.
No, I'm sorry to hear
No, no.
that.
Not Pete.
Have you seen a doctor? Have you
If you knew
gotten
what
a
Pete
second
did,
That's gonna
opinion?
raise his heart rate.
Don't even read your bills. You can't get revved up no kind of
His
way,
heart
Pete.
rate gonna go up.
Are you
Stop
on
talking
any
like that.
medication? None of that came to mind.
No,
Huh?
Shirley, you can't have this one. That's all I thought about. If you knew what Pete did to get
But
the
you
bad
figure that's
heart.
why he was calling you in the first place.
That's what I thought.
He's looking for a heart.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Like a tin man.
Oh, Pete been doing a lot of bad things for a very long time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
now he's talking about dog, man. They talking about I need a new heart. Hey, Pete, breathe slow, bro. Just breathe slow.
Hey,
Wow.
Pete, I can't help you.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting it over here.
All right, Junior, your life.
Yeah.
Truth be told. All right, Steve, this is, don't you hate going over other people's houses and they don't have the stuff that you're used to?
Yes.
Like, for instance,
Over
it's
here?
hot. Maybe air conditioning?
Oh, that's very important.
Uh-huh.
Very important. You go to somebody's
Yeah,
house,
in
and they
the
got
summer.
all the doors open and the windows open, and it's hot as hell outside.
You
So
better
right
tell.
away, I can just go home because I got air conditioning.
Yeah.
I got air conditioning at the house.
Right.
I ain't
Why
trying to
am I
be
here?
hungry or nothing like that.
Right.
I just like a little air conditioning.
That's all.
You know, and I don't, look, let me tell you something else. Don't give me a one-room air conditioner where you tell everybody can stand in this room right here because ain't no air conditioning. You know, with the one window.
it's in the
Window,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, I can go home
window
and walk
unit.
all through the damn house.
It's cool everywhere.
It's cool everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be funny.
Why am I here?
What about you, Tommy?
Say it.
Junior?
Somewhere to sit. You understand?
Wait, what?
Somewhere to sit.
Left
You ever been to
Oh.
somebody's house and
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
on the floor?
I get it.
Yeah.
It look
Yeah.
like you ain't moved in yet. That right there kind of puzzles me.
I'm with
But they
you.
got a flat screen on the wall.
Yeah.
Why we got this out of order right now?
This not
We
a
need somewhere
bean
to
chair
sit.
body. This not a bean chair body.
You just
You know, once I
chair
get down
body.
in a bean chair, I can't get my ass up. This is not. Back in the day, I had a bean chair body.
Yeah, you actually become the bean.
He take the shape
Not
of the
just
chair.
a bag of beans.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'll tell you another thing.
What?
You gotta have some plates. Okay? You need some plates. But a plate,
seriously.
yeah, because I can't stand eating people's house. They invite you over for dinner and they put all your food on that foam plate, paper plate that bend. Now the bean juice dripping on your pan. No,
I
I
tell
need
you
plates.
what, I can't take.
What, Steve?
I can't stand going over nobody's house that ain't got 2 bathrooms. Now, you can excuse me for being bougie, but I need another
You need
damn
that
bathroom.
one way down there.
I'm with you on
Something,
that one.
dog. You mean to tell me once somebody go in there to rep, we out?
We through.
we out. And they not coming right out? Oh, partner, you ain't got a little side hustle bathroom, half bath.
One in the basement or something.
Just a sink and a toilet.
That's all we looking for.
Give me something. But what I can't do is go to that door and turn it, and then that's just it.
Because sometimes you go to people's house, you got to put in some work. Sometimes work got to be put in.
Yeah.
And you need that bathroom way,
At someone else's house.
way away.
You shouldn't
from
be
it.
putting in work at nobody else's house.
Sometimes it
I
happens.
tell you something else. I can't stand going over nobody's house ain't got no damn snack. I mean, look, man. Look, I know, you dog. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no chips. You ain't got no nuts, dog. You ain't got no peppermints. Dog, you ain't got nothing. Just whole meat. Dog, dog, you ain't got a soda.
No club soda, no regular
Let me
soda,
tell you
no.
what else is good. As a matter of fact, I can't go to people's house that just got one TV. But
That's
everybody in
bougie.
here
That's
watch.
bougie now.
Nah, forget that. Why is we all in here adults watching Disney Junior? Cause all the kids is in here. Man, the game
All
is
the
on.
kids in one room.
The baby hasn't watched Disney
Hey, let me
Junior.
tell you something. I can't go to nobody's house, ain't got no front steps. How come I got the long jump into the house?
Man, I
Come on,
can't.
man. You're going to need some steps,
Dog,
man.
that is
I
not
can't.
being bougie. I tell you one more thing before we get out of here. I can't stand.
What, Steve?
Look, man, I ain't trying to be bougie, but can you call an exterminator? I mean, dog, just get,
Like your friend.
dog,
Yeah.
get some type of service in here.
I see him. I see
What
him.
I can't be doing is just stomping and patting the whole time I'm in here. Dog, you just need to call somebody with some
We gotta
spray.
go. Coming up next, the nephew and run that prank back right after this.
Statement.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with today's national news. But right now, it is time for the nephew and run that prank back.
Run that prank back. HPP.
Huh?
HPP. Husband Protection Program.
Oh, I thought it was human papilloma. I thought it was the disease. HPV. That's HPV, though. Okay, my
What is
bad.
it, HP?
Human papillomavirus or something like that. Yeah.
Man, your
Why is
name
that on your mind?
I thought
Why
it was
is
Hugh-
that on
I
your
thought it was Hugh Packard.
Hewlett Packard.
That's just HP.
The computer company?
Yes. All right.
HPP, Husband Protection Program. Here we go.
Good afternoon, this is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. My name is Josh. I'm with HPP, giving you a call. You are married to Mr. Sean. Am I correct?
Yes. You're with who now?
I'm with HPP. We actually picked your husband up from his job today. I wanted to give you a call. Are you
Pick him up for what?
okay? You're his wife, Morgan, right?
Correct.
Okay. Actually, just wanted to make sure that he's okay, and we're worried
Why
about
would
his
he not be
well-being.
okay? What happened?
Well, nothing's happened as of right now. We've had a conversation with him, and we've checked him out. He's definitely okay.
Yeah, but why are you picking him up though? I don't understand why.
All right, just calm down. Hang on a second. I got a couple questions for you. Your husband, he is about, what, 5'9", correct?
Yes.
Right, and you would agree that Sean weighs about 175 pounds. Does that sound about right?
That he weighs? Yes.
Okay. Here's another question. Now, exactly, Morgan, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9" as well.
Okay. And if you don't mind, I know it's a little different type of question, but if you don't mind, how much do you weigh?
I'm like 200. Wait a minute. What is how much I weigh have to do with it? I don't. What is wrong with him, and where is he right now?
We actually have him. We have him in our custody
You
right
have
now.
him where?
We have him in our custody right now here at our
Why?
headquarters at HPP.
Your
So,
headquarters. What is a HPP?
ma'am, HPP is Husband Protection Program.
Husband protection. I have never heard of such a thing. Why is he there?
Well, the problem we're having, we've been getting some actual complaints or whatnot, and not necessarily from him, but that you've been bullying your husband.
Okay, you know what? I'm at my job, and I'm gonna need you to hold on 1 second so I can go in here. What did you
arguments at all lately?
We're married. Have we had arguments? Of course you had arguments. What does that have to do with anything?
Have you guys had any altercations?
Any altercations?
Yes.
What kind of altercations?
Have you been bullying your husband in a physical way?
Have I been bullying him?
Have
Bullying him how?
Have you been
bullying him?
For somebody to turn in and give us...
Somebody who? Because
someone to give us complaints, man.
You need to let me talk to him.
I can't put him on. This is what I'm talking about.
What
and
is
this
what
is
you're
what
talking about? You called me at my job, talking about some freaking HPP crap, and somebody turned somebody in for some arguments. We're married. Who do you freaking know who's married and does not argue?
I understand you're mad, but it is my job to protect husbands that are getting bullied by their wives. This is not the example.
Protection from me? He is not. What the? Okay, let me speak to him.
I'm not at liberty to let you speak to him right now. What you're not going to do is bully me as well. And I see what...
Nobody's trying to bully you. I want to know what's going on and why you calling me at my job with some crap about him being at some headquarters of HPP. I don't know what HPP is. Never heard of HPP. And my husband is not even protected from anybody, especially not me.
It is Husband Protection Program. You've been bullying your husband. You've been using bad language with your husband.
I want to talk to him. He's my husband. When he said I do, accept whatever she says to me, whenever she says it, however she says it, and that's what he gets. And if he has a problem with arguing with me, he needs to stop his crap, and it won't be no argument. And you tell him that.
You see, this is what we're talking about. This is why he's been picked up today and brought into our custody so that he would be definitely protected from you.
You know what? If he needs some protection and he's in your custody now, you can keep him there. How about that?
Well, here's what we're going to do. Somebody's going to be picking you up, bringing you in so we can have a conversation.
You're never bringing me nowhere. What do you think this is?
We're bringing you in so we can have a conversation with you. Let me explain something to you, ma'am. We will be bringing you in, having a conversation with you, and trying to analyze it. You're going to be coming in, and you're going to do exactly what we're telling you to do.
I'm not going anywhere with anybody.
Are you physically or mentally abusing your husband?
You know what? You don't have to pick me up. Tell me where you are. I will come to you. You don't have to pick me up. I will come down there. I will handle you and him at the same time. You tell me where you are.
This is what we're talking about. I'm going to ask you a serious question. Is there some type of consequence if he doesn't listen to you?
Is there a consequence?
What are you doing? Are you treating your husband like a child? What are you doing to him?
If he's acting like a child, he's going to get treated like a child. If he has a problem with how I treat him, you talk to him about how he acts.
Let me ask you something, Miss Morgan. What do you do for a living?
I am head of security at this building, and they about to call security on me because I'm loud in this room back here.
Oh, so you're head of security. So you know all about putting people in chokeholds and how to apprehend the person, don't you?
That is my job. Yes, I do.
So are you doing that at home?
What? I'm not going to tell you again. I don't harm that man in any way. No way. Have I ever? Would I ever? Nor has he me. He needs to get his behind in his car and go back to work. We have bills to pay and don't have time for this crap.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
You don't have nothing to say to me, but that you about to put my husband on his phone and let me talk to him about this crap.
Sean, sit down. Sit down, Sean.
No, hand him the phone. Let me talk. I need to understand where the heck this is coming from.
Sit down, Sean. I got it. Let me finish the conversation with, okay?
No, you don't need to finish it. Let me finish with his. Put him on the phone.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more thing to ask you. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening?
Go ahead.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your husband, Sean. Hello?
Forget you.
Morgan, you there?
I don't believe this crap.
Where you at right now, man? I was worried about the people at your job. Where you at?
I'm back here in this closet, sweating like a freaking pig in heat, dripping makeup everywhere. I cannot believe this.
Oh, God, man. Okay, baby, I got to ask you, what is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What y'all think? Huh?
Ignorant.
Yeah,
that's what I need. I need to know.
Ignorance.
Just need to know if I was stupid. That's all I want to know.
You don't ever have to ask that. Yeah, you pretty much got a lock on that, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing when people ask me how you doing. How's Tommy doing?
He's ignorant.
Welcome guys, it's not too late if you want to hop on a flight and get to the country of Serbia to enjoy the sights, smells, and tastes of the 14th annual World Testicle Cooking Championship.
Okay. All right.
What?
I never heard of this
World
before.
what?
You know
It's
what?
the World Testicle Cooking Championship.
World, Tommy.
Yeah,
World.
the world.
This is an annual event.
Yeah, it's.
I heard people go nuts for this. What did I say? What?
Actually, it was held. We missed it, guys. no, that was good. And we missed it. It was last Friday.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was last Friday.
You know what else? They have a big ball too, Sam.
It's the 14th annual World Testicle
14?
I'm
Cooking
done. I got no more.
Championship.
A lot of people hanging out.
Yeah.
They have a big sack race. I'm done.
All right,
Now,
coming
did
up
they
next.
roast them?
No, those are chestnuts.
Coming up next, Miss Ann will be here with national news. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Ms. Ann is on deck with today's headlines. Former President Barack Obama gave some advice for Donald Trump before he took office in January. This is according to CNN now, which obtained a copy of the handwritten letter pinned on White House stationery. The 44th president congratulated Trump on his remarkable run and reminded Trump that millions have placed their hopes in him. It's up to us to do everything we can to build more ladders of success for every child and family that's willing to work hard. American leadership in this world is really indispensable. We are just temporary occupants of this office that makes us guardians of those democratic institutions and traditions. And President Obama went on to say, take time in the rush of events and responsibilities for friends and family. And he signed off with an offer to help in any way he could and wished Trump luck. I don't think you read it.
At all.
Oh, he read it.
You think so?
Oh, he read it. He read the Constitution.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. He took oath. He put his hand on the Bible.
Yeah.
He swore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really?
Oh, he did all that. Oh, he read it.
He didn't want to read it, but he read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the tradition. Every president leaves one for the incoming president. Every outgoing president leaves one.
But
for the
he
incoming
does
president.
memes, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. About the eclipse.
Yeah,
and
the
all of that.
eclipse. Now, the first
Yeah,
eclipse
retweeted
was
memes.
Obama doing him. He didn't like that, so he had
changed
somebody
it up.
make it and reverse it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
he's
I didn't know a president that had time for that.
Yeah, he's very tough.
I ain't even got time to make memes. And I ain't even the damn president. I'm just got to go to work every doggone day.
I'm with you. I'll be glad when he's writing his letter for the next president. That's what we're waiting
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the letter you want to read.
Hey.
I can assure you, I already know what it's going to say. It's going to be, hey, listen, hey, guys, it's going to be terrific.
Yeah.
This is going to be so good.
So good.
This is really going to be fantastic. You know, you won't get the numbers I got.
Yeah.
You won't be able to draw crowds like me.
Cricket Hillary. Say something about
Yeah.
her.
Lock her up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She should be in jail.
Man,
All
do
of
you
that.
remember the speech he gave in Phoenix a couple weeks ago?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Yeah.
And the one black dude that was back there in the crowd
Oh my goodness, he was so
Yes.
noticeable.
that
yes.
wasn't really representative of the African American community
Yeah, with his homemade sign.
with
yeah.
the ponytail.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
kept sliding him other signs to hold up,
Yeah.
and he was looking confused. Man, I was just looking at this dude, man, because you know it's
He
so.
got paid for that. He had.
Of course,
pretty
I
sure he got
mean,
paid,
look,
man.
man, it's so staged
Well,
because they stage who goes behind him. They try to make it look as
Yeah.
diversified as they can. There
It's
was
fine.
only one black. He had a T-shirt that said "Blacks for Trump," which is just could have took the ass off
yeah, just
Yeah,
black.
black for
and
Trump.
just been black
Black.
because that's all he was, and not really all the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He was really,
Well,
really.
Yeah.
Some Indian about him.
Why?
Yeah.
Because of his hair?
You
The
know.
ponytail?
Because he had wavy hair?
The Indians are like, don't put him on us.
Yeah. Please don't do that.
Hey, do you know in L.A., man? Since we're out here in L.A., they got rid of Columbus Day,
I read that.
and they're doing Indigenous Day. to honor the Indians.
Okay. I'm with
Instead
it.
of
I'm with
Columbus
it.
Day.
Yeah, I'm
Because
with
that's
it.
who
I'm with
was
that, yeah.
really had them, man.
Absolutely.
I
He
thought that
discovered
was
something
great.
that
I
was
saw that.
already here. Yeah.
I thought that was great. So I'll be doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do Indigenous Day. I'm with it.
Not Columbus Day.
I didn't know really.
No, not really.
It was just a day off from
I
school.
put that in a paper when I was young, and boy, she had a conversation. What do you mean Columbus didn't discover it? I said, well, I don't understand. Some people were already here.
Discover something already found.
Yeah.
Finders, keepers, losers. We do that when I lost my marbles. It's a whole damn country.
All right, Steve, she's here. Introduce
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Everybody, this is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, looks like U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions and not President Trump is going to announce whether the Trump administration is going to end another Obama administration executive order. This one, DACA. DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It was established to protect immigrants who were brought here by their parents as little kids from being deported, since their parents took it upon themselves to break the law, but not the children. The White House spokeswoman Sarah Huckabee Sanders says the decision, though, was not made lightly.
The president's priorities on immigration are to create a system that encourages legal immigration and benefits our economy and American workers.
DACA currently protects some 800,000 young people nationally. There are going to be some demonstrations in Washington, D.C. The announcement is set for 11 a.m. Officials in South Korea warning that the North may be preparing for another missile launch, as 2 days after the Pyongyang government conducted its most powerful nuclear missile test to date. The UN went into special session yesterday ordering new sanctions, but Ambassador Nikki Haley is issuing her strongest warning yet.
Kim Jong-un's action cannot be seen as defensive. He wants to be acknowledged as a nuclear power. Nuclear powers understand their responsibilities. Kim Jong-un shows no such understanding. His abusive use of missiles and his nuclear threats show that he is begging for war. War is never something the United States wants. We don't want it now. But our country's patience is not unlimited.
So this is something we really have to watch. In Houston, Texas this week, thousands of people returned to their homes, totally unprepared, a lot of them for what they'll find. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner tells CBS's Face the Nation his people will need a lot of help.
We need rapid repair housing because many people have elected to stay in their homes. They're now dry, but they need to be repaired. In some cases, they may need to be rebuilt.
The death toll from Harvey now is 60. Now they have states of emergency in Florida and Puerto Rico because of Hurricane Irma, which is a Category 4 already. That's right. Sounds like there's a possibility, but maybe a probability, that the face of Harriet Tubman will not be featured on the $20 bill. Finally, take another look day. That's what it is today. Also, it's National Be Late for Something Day, but try not to be late for work. And it's also National Pizza Day. Oh, I love pizza. With Eugene the Butterfly, I love him too. 20 minutes after the hour on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. It is that time. Time for you, Steve, to introduce Jay.
It is
time!
No, let him go.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
It is time!
He's right there. He could.
Everybody! By Eugene!
Oh my God, I love it. Thank you so much, J. Anthony Brown. Good morning to everyone, and welcome back from the holidays.
Morning, Butterfly.
Shirley, Carla, good morning.
Flutter.
Hey, Butterfly, what's up?
All right, Junior.
I haven't even said anything yet, Jay.
Watch this.
Morning, Butterfly. Flap on, brother.
Very good. Stephen.
Hi.
Dr. Castleberry.
Yes, greetings. How are
Did
you?
you?
You know, I think you guys actually are making progress. When you express your emotions externally, that actually signals progress. So, you know, we should be communicating more.
Yeah. We haven't made any progress. Hold on now. It ain't been no progress.
Well,
he and I are still where we... And
I think if you're going to invite the therapist on, we should at least listen to her and watch your tone when talking. So.
No, I don't have... No, don't turn me against my doctor.
I'm sorry. I'm more expressive, like you guys are communicating more. And, you know, you have to go through the darkness before you get to the light.
Absolutely.
So actually, what I hear passion.
Yeah.
I hear love. I hear the potential for healing.
That's what it is.
Wait a minute. So hold on, doctor. So, Stephen, do you love me? Are you passionate about me?
No, I love the fact that I know your segment is going to go down, and I'm passionate about that.
What you mean my segment?
Can't voice exactly what we feel, but here's the thing. Just know that the progress is that he is voicing, he is talking, and it's not silent.
Yeah. Hold on, Dr. Casper. What you mean my segment going down? What did you mean by that?
Well, because, I mean, here it is now. You ain't said nothing. You've been 2 minutes, and you still ain't said nothing. You're supposed to be entertaining people. Now, here you are trying to get help.
This is the only way for you and I to get counseling.
Well, I'm all with the counsel. I think that Dr. Castleberry is right on point. Go ahead, Dr. Castleberry.
We must continue to be patient. You know, how are you guys doing with your individual growth?
My individual growth is out of sight.
Did you try that meditation we spoke about last time?
Oh, yeah. I did the whole and never thought about him the whole time.
Oh.
Could he and I meditate together?
That's not what meditation is.
Is there some exercises that he and I can do together, is what I'm asking Dr. Castleberry.
How do you guys feel about trust exercises?
Yeah, let's do one. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Go.
Start with a sheet of paper, and Mr. Harvey, you hold one end, and you hold the other end.
Okay.
You guys just actually lean your weight again. Hold on tight, but lean your weight away. You're trusting that the energy between you two is strong.
Nah, because he going to let it go and he going to make me fall.
Wait a minute. No.
The energy between you two will be strong.
See that? You see that?
Doc, the paper toe.
No, you tell the paper. Thank you, Dr. Castleberry. We're not getting anywhere, though, but thank you.
We have to go. Comedy Roulette is coming up next.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time for Comedy Roulette now. This is fastly becoming one of our favorite games, Jay. Now, quickly set it up, what it is.
Every week, our comedy ability is tested on this show.
Yeah.
Tell you what you do. Give us 5 subjects, put them on a wheel, spin the wheel, where it's at, we can do it.
All right, here are the subjects.
Sound like bad acting,
yeah. Number 1, I don't like your friends.
All right, okay, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that easy.
Number 2, she can't cook worth a darn. I'm just going to say
it says she can't cook worth a damn, and that would be you.
I don't appreciate that one, and I hope it doesn't land on there. Number 3, people who don't have a car but talk trash about yours.
I like that
they
one.
don't have a car.
At all.
Yeah.
Don't have one, right.
All right, 4, I'm sorry, wrestling is fake. 5, she thinks she cute.
Right there.
What about
Give me that.
Spin it.
Come on.
She thinks she cute. Come on.
Not number 2, that's all I'm making. Okay.
All right, what you got?
People who don't have a car but talk trash about yours.
I start off right here. Not only do they not have a car, they talk trash about you, and you're the one with the car. Stuff like, why you late? Why you late picking me up? I've been out here 20 minutes already waiting on you. They get in your car, they hear sounds that normally they wouldn't hear on the bus. But all of a sudden, do you hear that ticking? Do you hear that clicking? Sound like you need new tires. That's what I'm talking about. Don't even have a car. What you got?
I tell you what get on my nerve with people that don't have a car. When they get in your car, say, this is far the seat go back. Wait a minute. You ain't even sat down before. How the hell is you going to You ought to be getting, you got any leg room. You don't sit up here talking about this as far back as it go. Yeah, as far back as it go. Most cars have a limit on the seat. You ain't know that. Don't walking ass.
What you got coming?
How come when you ask me to pick you up from the bus stop and then get in my car and then go, you ain't this just a 4-cylinder? This all this is? Really? What? You worry about the cylinders? You can get your ass back on the bus.
I'm in cylinder talk.
Here go one.
What you got,
Steve?
Get in my car. All these didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
Why your radio don't work? Hey.
Bring it up pain
Because
for
I'm
you.
spending all my money on gas.
You think?
Yeah, they making statements like, you passed a gas station, but they don't ever say I'm chipping in on gas.
No.
And there's never any place close they need to go. Never.
No.
It's way across town, and they offer you Could you run me across town for $2 worth of gas? I'm gonna put $2 worth in there.
No, you know what get on my nerves, man, about people with no cars, Jay? Seriously. Get on my nerves. Is when people who don't have a car talk about why your car ain't washed. Why it's dirty. They taking their fingers straight outside. It'll be about 3 weeks since you washed this car. You know what? At least I got a vehicle to pull in there.
Yeah.
You know, why you walking? That's a better question.
Come on, Tommy.
Tell me what you got,
Why would you get in my car and they gonna tell me, I can't believe you spent this much money on this car. I just can't.
Get on your nerves.
Why would you do that? Why would you buy a
Why would
ghost?
you?
It's
buy a
people's
ghost?
It's people's car. Why would you buy a ghost? I say this the Holy Ghost. God gave it to me.
Yeah, man. What's that?
This was really happening to me.
What?
I had a car, man, that smoked real bad. I pull up at a bus stop. 2 dudes at the bus stop. They say, "Hey, man, you cooking ribs in there? How much is a sandwich? How much for the rib sandwiches in that one?"
They had at the bus
They
stop.
ass off, but you walking.
All right, once again, great job, guys, as always. You never let us down with Comedy Roulette. And we'll be back with the nephew's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after the hour, today's Strawberry Letter. But first, come on, nephew, with your prank phone call for today. Let's have it.
Fella, this is something most men would love to have in their life. This is a 4-3 relationship.
A 4-3?
Relationship.
Tommy, don't say most men.
Okay.
Don't drag me into none of your food.
I'm just saying. Oh, you would.
No, I can about assure you I won't.
4-3 relationship. 4 days with your wife, 3 days with somebody else. 4-3 relationship. You understand?
See right there.
I can't go with none of this.
Nothing.
4-3.
Right.
Who don't want them 3 days with somebody else? Who don't want that?
Steve just said he didn't.
I did not know.
Jay?
Back in the day, yeah.
I'll take a 5-2.
Okay, see, there we go. You know,
Junior?
it's whatever number floats your boat, Shirley.
No, Shirley, I could never want one of those. Bad actor. Oh, my God. 4-3 makes no sense. 7 days here. 7 days.
Play it, cat. Here it is, 4-3 relationship.
Hello. Hello, I'm trying to reach Maurice.
Yeah, this him.
Hey, Maurice, my name is Devin, man. How you doing this evening, brother?
Oh, man, I'm kind of sleepy, man. I work at nights, bro. What's going on? Who is this again?
This is Devin, man. I talked to your wife, Keisha, the other day. That's your wife, right?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Yeah, I talked to your wife. Is she in right now?
No, she's not in. She at work, bro.
Okay. I apologize, man. I didn't mean to wake you up. You work at night or something?
Yeah, I'm a crane operator at night, bro. Normal people don't call me after 3 o'clock. And what's this? What is it? What is a bill collector or something?
No. I talked to your wife, man. She's interested in this thing we got, man, called a 4-3 relationship. She told me she wanted me to call back and talk to her husband about it. And she gave me the number to hit you up at the house, man, and let you know all about the 4-3 relationship because she's real interested in it.
A 4-3 relationship. You say you talked to my wife about it?
Yeah, I talked to Keisha a couple of days ago. She gave me the number. She said, call him back. He'll be at home at this time. You can hit him up and see if he likes it. She said, but she definitely likes it, man, and she wanted to see if you would be interested in a 4-3 relationship, too. You know, we want to get your approval on it before we went any further, but your wife was very excited about it, man. She was wanting to get started as soon as possible, and I wanted to see about contacting you and making sure that you agreed and approved on everything. But she definitely wanted to get your blessing, get your approval on it.
Yeah, I'll try to do anything to make her happy, dog, but I got to get some more information about this. So what is that again? A 3-4, 4-3?
No, it's a 4-3. A 4-3 relationship is what it is.
Okay, well, if it make her happy, I'm willing to listen.
Okay, well, listen, man, we probably going to get started right away. Probably Monday. We'll get started on Monday. You'll go through Monday through Thursday, and then I'll pick up, Friday through Sunday, man, and we'll go ahead and get this thing started. I think after a month, you'll pretty much catch on to everything,
Is something going to be shipped to the house? You say pick up. What you mean pick up?
She hasn't mentioned any of this to you?
No, man, she ain't mentioned nothing of this to me.
Okay. All right. Well, what this is, man, a 4-3 relationship, Maurice, is this. You spend 4 4 days with Keisha, and she comes over to my place, and she spends the other 3 days with me. That's what a 4-3 relationship. So, see, this kind of frees you up, man, on anything you might want to do on those other 3 days, man, where she might be tying you down. You know, so 4 of them days, you know, you with her, but the other 3 days you kind of have some free time to yourself, but she'll be over at my place on the other 3 days. That's what basically a 4-3 relationship is.
Pardon me?
Say what now?
I say, pardon me, you say she'll spend 4 days with me, 3 days with you.
That's it, sir. That's the 4-3 relationship right there, Maurice. You know, you really gonna like this, man. Like I say, she was excited about it.
Hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious, man. Like I say, Keisha was excited about it.
Hold on, man. I know wife ain't discussed you about relationship, spending 4 days with me, 3 days with me, man. So you talking about my wife, homeboy?
No, I know it's your wife, man.
You hold up. What's name again?
My name's Devin.
Devin. Say, bro, I don't play games, man. I don't know how you got my number.
Maurice, what's wrong? I mean, a lot of couples are doing.
Hey, what's wrong? That's my wife. Well, who you think you talking to? You ain't talking to no pro. Who you think you talking to?
Okay, well, listen, man. A lot of couples are doing the 4-3, man.
I would give a what other couples is doing, homeboy. My wife and me ain't interested in no 4-3 relationship. I can't believe you want my up for this, man. Are you serious? You calling me talking about 4-3 relationship? And you know, I told you I work at night. Why?
I didn't know you worked at night, man. Like I said, see, when I came over last week, man.
Hold on. You came over well last week. I know you ain't finna say what I think you finna say. You better not say it. Go ahead. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, player. You been talking? Don't stop now. Go ahead.
Maurice, hold up, dog. This getting too...
No, hold up. You don't... I'm up, player. I'm up. Now, don't say it. Go ahead. I dare you.
All I'm saying is I came by there last week, man.
You came by where?
I came by your house.
You come by my house.
Okay, are you at 18-4 Trail?
Kid, I've been here for the last 10 years. Oh, so you mean you bought your house?
Okay, dog, because she said... Okay, she said she was...
I need to call Keisha right now, because this first, man. First of all, you don't want stuff. You gonna tell me you done been in my house? Okay, player. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, if y'all not interested in the 4-3, man, then I won't be wasting no more of your time.
Waste time. You really are. You waste time calling me with my little wife. Don't tell you about she want to 4-3, and she never told me nothing about. Player, you got the wrong homeboy. Ain't nothing wrong with my relationship.
Okay, so why would she tell me she interested in the 4-3, man?
I wouldn't give a what she told you. I know I take care of my bedroom, all right? 4-3, I wish she would leave 3 days. I wish she would. Anyway, I know you. How you know us? I don't know you from man. I don't mind taking off work tonight to sell see what's going on in my house with my cleaning night working all night. Now, I'm going to ask you again, how do you know us?
Man, I know y'all through Tommy, man.
Who is Tommy? Tommy who?
Tommy, man. Maurice, nephew Tommy. This is nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, dog. Your wife Keisha got me to prank phone call you.
Man, you talking about the Steve Harvey Show?
Yeah, man.
Nephew Tommy, the little bald head next to Steve, man. I know y'all ain't with me, man. I know y'all not with me today. Man, if Steve said next to you, tell him.
No. Why Steve need to be over here?
So he can slap bald out your bald head, you little bald head. But you ain't got nothing else to do but people, man. Slow down. They should know I got to go to work to the city.
You told me you got to go to work. You work at night, man. All right, Maurice. I'm going to let you go back to sleep, man. But one more thing, dog. Tell me this, man. What is the... What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest?
Hey, this is real cute to you, ain't it? You got jokes, huh? I wish I was there. You.
Hey, man, what's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. Who don't want no 4-3 relationship?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I ain't going to ask for one.
Tommy, you married, dog.
Yeah.
Shut your dumb ass up.
He's really stupid.
I'm trapped in that house with that one.
Hey.
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 You crazy.
Boy,
My
Man, I
stage play
kept in
get
that
ready
house
to-
that one for 4 days, boy.
This is the same guy who wants you to kill him with a fake gun if he gets all this money.
Oh, the
He
same
had
guy
won the
said he
lottery.
I'm gonna use
He
the
gonna
real
figure out how
gun.
he can leave his family.
You're gonna use a fake gun.
I'm gonna blow his whole shoulder cap off. I'm gonna put him down, make him think about it. It's gonna be real as hell. I'm gonna miss the blood pack and everything.
All right, Mama's Boy, the stage play. Opening night is Thursday night, Columbia, South Carolina,
gotta
at the
get this.
Township Auditorium. in
Don't call me.
Columbia.
It's Tommy's place, so don't call me.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve Harvey's all-new daytime talk show from Hollywood
Stop it.
is going to
Get
premiere
outta
today. Did you
here.
hear me? It's premiering in Hollywood, baby. Yes, it is today.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Steve's moved the
Oh
whole
my gosh.
family to Hollywood. You're going to do
Do
your
it
brand new
again,
talk
Junior.
show.
What?
Yes.
What? Today?
Today.
Oh my gosh.
Actress, comedian, and talk show host Chelsea Handler. And actor, oh my God, Marlon Wayans. I love his new
I
show.
love his show.
Marlon is
Yes.
so good.
It's really a good
yeah,
show.
it's really a good show. Very
Yeah.
well written.
All are funny.
Yeah, they're going to be on today's season premiere. Okay, the premiere episode. And on Wednesday's show, oh, you got to tell Mississippi Monica about this. Steve welcomes the one and only actor, rapper. Ice Cube will be in the
Cube's in the
building.
house. What?
Yes.
We be clubbing.
Yes. And the week is going to wrap up with actor Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And then musical guest Leanne Rhymes. Steve, you haven't said a word. Are you excited?
I mean, this is the beginning of something new. Of course, a little, nervous about it, because you want it to be successful. But you got to take chances, man.
Yeah.
This is a huge chance to move the show to L.A. And, to change the format completely.
Now, what do you mean? Would you change it to?
I mean, it's really, really a late night show in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay.
I come out, I do a monologue, I sit behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm involved with the audience, I have celebrity guests.
Uh-huh.
I still have games, I let people win money.
Oh,
I do
cool.
a lot of stuff, man. Got graphics, all kinds of stuff. Have the biggest screen on TV.
Really?
And
that
thanks for
sounds
putting
fun.
me and Junior on the show, man. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it, man. That
Yeah,
is great.
man.
That's great.
They my two
They writing.
top writers, man. They help me out a great deal because they know my voice, so I don't have to struggle. My monologue gonna be funny,
Oh, yeah.
Or you already fine.
So, Jay, you've done it before. You've written for Arsenio Hall.
He's
and-
never written for nobody this magnitude.
No, I mean...
I give a damn who
You
he
ain't
wrote for.
not on your.
You know what?
Not on your premiere.
You know what?
So-
I wrote for him before. So,
Yeah.
so I don't know why he's saying that.
Yeah,
He wasn't as big back then.
I hope this show has Arsenio success.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Junior, you've never done this before.
No. It is, but it is absolutely
Junior ain't never
fun.
done nothing before.
No, everything is a
Straight out-
surprise.
Yeah,
man.
I'm straight out of Texas. I didn't even think I'd be doing
Craft services just threw him for a loop.
Oh, yeah.
We can eat this.
All this. Dog, anytime you go by here, you can just have it. Yeah, Junior. Can I get one of them? Junior, just get it, man.
Stop bothering me. Yes.
Do I have to sign for it? No.
Just get it. But it's good, yeah.
But it is absolutely
But you love
fun.
it.
It's
I
fun.
love it.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, especially to do
I can't
off
wait to
Steve's
see it.
show. It is so much fun discovering how TV works and how the work that goes in to make an episode.
Okay.
I mean, that is fun. And then
Yeah.
just being able to be creative, just to be able to do what you want to
Do
do.
what you do.
And
then,
they make it happen.
Yeah.
And then they write the monologue like I do.
Uh-huh.
I don't need a bunch of subjects
Yeah.
because I don't do jokes.
Uh-huh.
I like to take a subject and milk it
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
for everything that's in there.
Yeah.
And then let's go and do something else.
Yeah.
Because I don't write boom pot jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we go for Holland.
No, I try to make you throw up.
But it's fun. It's a lot
In the
of
middle
fun.
of the day. I
Yeah.
love it.
That is.
So it sounds like it's going to be more celebrity driven too, Steve, since you're in Hollywood.
Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of guests come by, do some crazy stuff, man. It's going to be what I've always dreamed of doing, was a talk show like this. I ain't trying to solve no problems or nothing. You got some problems, you can bring it on there. I ain't going to help you.
Oh, my goodness.
You turned into your nephew right before our very eyes.
I'm not going to help you. Now, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to laugh with you.
Yeah.
But that's all we're going to do. When you tune in today, folks, serious laughs.
Oh, good.
Serious laughs today.
Wow. And we'll look for your name in the credits, Junior. And
They gonna put my name on the credit?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Why'd you tell him that?
Sorry. Everybody, I want y'all to know, y'all can't talk to me no more. You can't talk to me.
Brand new. All right, Neff, let's go.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Strawberry letter.
Subject, should I marry for stability or sex? To Shirley, Steve, Tommy, and Carla, love your show and I listen every morning on my way to work. I'm a successful 29-year-old female who is in love with 2 guys. I've been dating them both for about 2 years, and recently they proposed. I'm ready to settle down, move to the burbs, be faithful to one person, and have some kids. The problem is, who will I build my life with, sex or stability? The first guy is unemployed or a jack of all trades. 10 years my senior with 2 kids and a crazy ex-wife who has finally disappeared. He doesn't have a working car, but the sex is great between us. He knows where and how to work both hands. We can only see each other about twice a week due to our schedules, but I love him, and he is an animal. The second guy has a great job. We share the same values, are the same age. He has no kids, no crazy ex-wife, and wants the same things I do. But in the bedroom, he is terrible. He doesn't know how to work anything. I love him as my best friend. So is sex the foundation of a relationship? Does sex die? Please help. To me, this is a no-brainer, but there's so many issues going on in this letter. Yes, you're right. Sex is very important in a marriage, but it is not the most important thing in a marriage. Crucial elements in a marriage, love and especially commitment. And you got to be committed in this relationship to the man you choose. It would seem to me, since, you're a successful 29-year-old, I would hope you'd have some brains and be smart, that you would want to date the second guy who has a great job, who you guys share the same values, you're the same age, no children, no crazy ex-wife. He wants the same things as you do. It seems like in the bedroom, if he's terrible, that maybe you should take some time to teach this man how you like it, how to make love to you. All of that. Yes, Tommy, how to love you. It seems like that's what you would do. The other guy with no job and the crazy ex-wife and all of that, I mean, to me, this is a no-brainer.
Teach me. I'm acting like I don't know. Just keep on teaching
I don't see
me.
why you have
You
such...
ain't got to act like it.
such a dilemma in your life right now when you have two guys and the one is obviously a better choice for you than the other one. So I would go with the second guy. That's what you need to do in this letter. Yes, sex is a foundation, but you can teach him.
We call it Unova on Wednesday.
No,
when we come back, I'll actually respond to the strawberry letter, and we'll have a copy of the letter.
All right, coming up, Steve will have part 2 of his response to today's strawberry letter. We'll be back at 23 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This 29-year-old lady says she's in love with 2 guys. She doesn't seem to be in love with anybody to me in this letter. You've been seeing 2 guys for 2 years the whole time, sleeping with both of them. You in love with 2 guys. Okay. Now she's tossed between which one to pick. She with this one dude who's unemployed, a jack of all trades, 39 years old, 2 kids, crazy ex-wife who has finally disappeared. He doesn't have a working car, but the sex is great between us. Well, that's because he got time.
Yeah.
He ain't working. He ain't got to be nowhere.
Right.
And his car don't run. He can't go nowhere. So hell yeah, he good at sex. He at the house in the bedroom all damn day. Yep. Okay, there you go. Now, he knows where and how to work both hands. We can only see each other twice a week due to our schedule. Excuse me? Due to whose schedule? Our schedule. Did not you just say this man was not working, car don't run, he a jack of all trades? What scheduling conflict do he have? Well, let me tell you what schedule.
Come on, Steve.
He's so busy screwing.
Oh, ooh, okay.
That's why you can't see him but twice a week. That's the only scheduling conflict. Listen, the only way you good at something is you done had practice at it. You just ain't good at sex. You got to work at it. He done put him, that's his job. That's his job.
That's his job.
Now you crazy ass. Sitting up here talking about, now the other guy, he's a great job. We share the same values. We the same age. He has no kids, no crazy ass wife, and he wants the same things I do. But in the bedroom, he's terrible. He doesn't know how to work anything. Well, Tricky, what you want
What
the
you
man
call
to
him?
do, Tricky? You doing monkey flips with the and then you say the other dude, he's an animal.
Yeah.
He's an animal. You know, ladies, y'all kill me with that. Make up your damn mind.
What do you mean?
You either want a real man or you want an animal. Now, normally,
Shut up, Shirley.
we just dogs, and that's the damn problem. But now, you want the dog. Well, let me explain something to you. After you start seeing animal every day instead of twice a week, you gonna find out why he's available. You gonna find out why he ain't working. You finna find out why his car don't work.
Yeah.
You finna find out why they really call him animal. You know, look, you sitting up in here, you're conflicted about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then you talking about you ready to settle down and get one. And lady, you gonna play like you practice. Wow. You gonna play the game like you practice the game. You have not practiced being in a committed relationship.
Right.
You ain't practiced being in love with one person. So what's gonna happen is if you get either one of these guys, you gonna mess around on the other one anyway. Cause you gonna play like you practice. You know what you need to do? You need to go somewhere and just do you for a little while. See how good it is to find out if you can really treat one man right. Find out if you can be loyal to one man. Because right now, you're not the type of woman that a real man is looking for. So it really ain't these two dudes right here. It's you. You picked them. Hell, you could have been them pick one. And you wouldn't even have a problem, but you can't. Because you tried.
We have to go. You can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at My Girl Shirley. And don't forget, coming up this Thursday, we're going to do it all over again. The Facebook Live Strawberry Letter After Show. It's at 1:30 p.m. on Thursday. So please join me there. I'll have my Strawberry Fresh Pick of the Week and trending topics as well. And switching gears now, you know, some of the stars for the new season of Dancing with the Stars have been announced. Property Brothers. You guys watch HGTV? Property Brothers, love that show. The twins. Yeah, Drew Scott, one of the twins, former NBA star Derek Fisher. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Fish.
Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
I like Fish. He a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Derek Fisher's a good brother, man.
So the swelling has gone down, he can dance now?
Yeah,
I was just waiting to see who was going to do it.
Somebody was going to do it.
You know.
What are y'all talking about? Swelling from what?
You don't remember that whooping?
What are y'all
In the
talking about?
backyard at the party?
Matt Barnes.
Oh, he snuck him.
Snuck him. He drove all the way
Over there.
And was
Northern
back.
California.
He planned it.
down
Yeah.
south.
It was all over a woman, of course.
And was back in time for game time.
So he's on the show.
Yeah, so Drew
Good
Scott
for him.
from Property Brothers on HGTV, Derek Fisher, and this is really sad news for me. Bobby Brown.
You think it's sad?
Had to pull out
at
the last minute.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
at the last minute. This is according to U.S. Weekly, though.
That would have been great.
Yeah, there were some issues with his contract, it says, and Bobby couldn't come to an agreement with ABC. And he can dance.
Yeah, he can really dance. Bobby can dance.
He used to could dance.
He can still keep up with New Edition.
Well, there was one show, Shirley, where Bobby just like,
you know I love me some Bobby Brown.
Me too,
I know,
Shirley.
Carla. I know.
I think it was an Atlanta show where Bobby like, oh, no. Y'all go ahead.
He might not can sing like
I'll come back in within the rain. Go right ahead.
I'm slow. Wrong for that.
Well, anyway, more stars are going to be announced tomorrow. They're expected to be announced, but they want
You
this to
still
be a
watch
really
Shirley?
big show. Yeah, I would watch this
Well,
show
yeah,
for
okay.
sure. Yeah, especially if Bobby Brown was on there. I definitely would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still watch it. Yeah.
Steve, would you be on it?
No.
Keep begging him.
I cannot take. I ain't got no time to be taking off from my job. Down there for that little money they paying.
I thought it was because you just if the judges say one crazy thing to you,
you
going
can't say
in.
nothing crazy. not about that. I done been in practice too.
Steve, it's not that thing.
You're not smiling. I don't grin when I dance.
All right, coming up next at about 41 after the hour, Tommy's here. Oh, here we go,
Oh,
nephew.
no, we need this.
Side piece etiquette, questions and answers.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, just a programming note, guys. Remind yourselves about this. You set your DVRs for the season premiere of Steve's new talk show, Steve Live from Hollywood, okay?
Oh, your VCRs.
Yeah.
They still out there.
Still got that?
Oh, some people still got a VCR.
Oh, yeah.
With a beta tape.
Still blinking 12 o'clock.
I never set the time.
It's going to be a really big show. Guests this week include talk show host and comedian actress Chelsea Handler, Marlon Wayans. It's going to be on there
Today.
Yeah, that's today.
Let's go, y'all.
Yeah.
That's today. Please. We got to see it. So anyway, the season premiere episode is
Check
today.
your local listing.
Yeah, check your local listings.
And,
That's right.
and also another big thing, not as major to y'all, but to me, my name will be on the credits. I just understand.
Go ahead on, Junior.
We're going to be looking for him,
Yeah.
Junior.
Well, I'm gonna pause the
I can see him now. That's on my name.
Rewind.
Just, my name is on the credits part.
That's on my name. Steve, that's not your name. No, not that name. He gonna lose his damn
I can't read it. I didn't even think about that.
That's today's show, Chelsea Handler and Marlon Wayans. And then tomorrow's show, you're going to welcome Ice Cube.
Cube in the house.
Yes, Ice Cube. So congratulations from all of us to you, Steve. We're so very proud of you. Thank you for bringing us back to L.A., all of that. And you know,
it's
we wish you much
really,
success,
really,
as
really
always.
going to be a good show, man. All y'all support will be very much appreciated.
Oh,
But you're
we're
going to
coming.
see
You know we're
a
coming.
new Steve.
Okay. Oh, a slim down Steve, too, huh? Because you're in the gym.
Oh, I'm in there.
Yeah, I see it.
Can you?
Yes, I could definitely see it.
I'm going to get it. Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
see
he
it
does look
yet.
slimmer.
Yeah, I could definitely see
I
it.
don't really see
Yeah,
it.
I see it. I thought you were Snoop Dogg.
Really, Jay?
What?
Don't gas his head
I'm
up
trying
like
to
that.
keep the damn job over there. I thought it was Snoop Dogg.
He say trying to keep his job.
Wednesday, we're going to have a trainer on, and then we'll make the announcement how
OD.
much weight I done lost.
Okay, all right. All right.
I said one day this week.
Yeah.
Come on, Shirley, just say it.
It's the
I'm gonna ask
nephew.
a
It's the nephew with side piece.
All right, y'all. This is what it is. This is
Wasn't
hey, just come on, man. I'm gonna ask the questions that side pieces will ask, and I'm gonna let Tommy respond. So, Tommy, if your side piece asks you, when can I call you?
You can't. You can't.
That's the
If
answer.
I don't call you, we don't talk. That's all that is.
Wow.
You don't call me. I do the calling.
Okay, can I ask you? Here's another.
Go ahead.
When can I text you?
Same answer as before. If I don't text you, we don't text. You wait. I start everything.
Yeah.
So she just
Okay.
sitting over there
When
waiting on
we
you.
hang up
Yeah.
the phone.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. When we hang up the phone, if you forgot to say something and you got to wait till I call you back,
Yeah. Okay, here's the next question. Can we spend the night together?
yeah, of course. Of course. But my night in at 6:45. I got to get my ass home. I can't,
Get your
My night in at
What time your night in?
6:45. My night over. Now, we can lay up on each other from 3
You can
p.m.
hug and everything.
Yeah.
All that. But come 6:45, I got to go.
Yeah.
And this is PM or AM?
PM.
It's nighttime. Yeah.
We gonna watch the 6 o'clock news together. Right after that, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Tommy, here's the next question.
For this.
Can you give her a nickname?
Yeah, baby. Same thing I call my wife, baby. What I ain't finna do is say the wrong thing.
Yeah. Everybody, baby.
Everybody, baby.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Will you buy a gift for your side piece like cologne?
Yeah, cologne is nice. You can get that. But it's going to be the same damn cologne my wife wear, though.
Oh,
I'm not finna come home smelling like no other woman. It's going to be the same smell my wife smell. You're going to smell like her.
Wow.
Okay, here's another one. Can she introduce you to her friend?
Oh, okay.
Hell no. They don't need to know I exist. Why is I meeting them people? I'm not finna do nothing with them people.
Why is you talking about me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with these people.
Bringing me up.
These people shouldn't even know I exist at all. You shouldn't be over there running your mouth about me to nobody.
Okay, Tom, here go next. Can she meet your friends?
Okay, now that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yes, you can, but
okay.
only on side piece night. You just you're gonna meet some more side pieces. But what you ain't finna do is be meeting them in his wife night. That's not your night. That ain't your night. You side piece night. You know other side pieces.
Wow. Side piece night.
Okay, Tommy.
You're very calm, Uncle
Yeah,
Steve.
because I already know it. I already know it's got to be Tommy. Can she have a picture of you?
You just got to have one. You go on my Facebook, screenshot a picture of me and my family, crop that down, crop that down where you got only me. Now you got it.
Off
There
a
you go.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
On his profile.
Okay, Tommy.
Really,
I'm
I
listening.
cannot.
If she asks you this, if she says, I love you, do you love me? What's your answer?
Ditto. I'm not finna say the L word. I give you a bunch of dittos. Now, I ditto you to death. Ditto, all that ditto. But I'm not finna sit here and have the L word come out my mouth. No.
Ditto.
You're stupid, ditto.
Ditto.
What you say, Tommy? The only way the L word coming out of my mouth is if we both lesbians. Other than that, that's it. Don't worry about it.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, Carla and Steve's recap of the season finale of Power. Did you see it?
Uh-oh.
And then, Steve, you were on Oprah's Masterclass. Everyone was talking about that.
They
We'll be
talking
back.
about that.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you were on Oprah's Masterclass. I mean, all I got this weekend were people telling me how good it was, how informative, how happy they were for you and all that. And I honestly thought it was a rerun because I remember you taped one a while ago.
Yeah, but it wasn't a master class.
Okay.
I did something else Oprah did for a whole hour, but this was very different.
Yeah, well, this past Saturday night you were on there. You talked about how you nearly quit chasing your dreams while being homeless, and you reached a breaking point in a hotel bathroom stall. Here it is. Take a listen.
My mother never knew I was homeless. She never knew. I said, oh, Mama, I got friends out here I went to college with. I'm staying at my partner's house, man. I couldn't tell her I was homeless. That would have broke her heart. And my mother had allowed me to put an answer machine in the attic of the house. Just a phone line and an answering machine. I was out there living in a car and I was struggling, but I could call back to that answering machine and see if I got any work. Back in the day, you punch your code in, doop, you have a message. And so I was washing up in a hotel, and I used to go to really nice hotels because they had like washcloths, and I'd get a bunch of them and run them under hot water, and I'd go in the stall and I'd wet my body. And then some of them would have soap on them, and I'd soap myself up. Then I would go out and I would get another handful and wet them down, and I'd come and I'd take the soap off with them. Well, I got soaped up, but a convention was in town, and they had let out for breakfast. And so for 45 minutes, it was just a parade of men coming in that bathroom. And I'd take it off my clothes to get lathered up. And all of a sudden, this soap is drying on me. And I just let the lid down, and I set some towels down. I just started crying. And a guy heard me in there. He said, "Hey, sir, you okay?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. But I was done at that point. I said, "That's it, man. I can't do this anymore."
I mean, I'm just happy that you were clean, that seriously, living in your car.
I was going to be clean
yeah,
now.
That's
I'm
really
going to wash
something.
up because, come on, I can't look the part.
Yeah, that's
like
really
if you looked
something,
at
though.
me, you never knew I was homeless.
Yeah, you said your own mom didn't know.
No, I never told her. That would have broke my mother's heart. I couldn't tell my mama I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Boy, where you staying at out there? Mama, I got friends from college, and I'm moving around. I got all these gigs.
Now, where were you? Where was this at that particular time? This was
Florida. It was in Florida, man. I was in Pensacola, Florida, at a hotel.
How old was you then, Don?
About 30.
30, really?
35, 36, somewhere in there.
So
it was a big blur for me, man, because I got on TV at 38. I really did think about giving up. I was in there, man, the soap dried on my body, and I was finna quit, man. I was in there crying for real. I'm talking about, and dude said, hey, you okay now? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. And so, it was just one of the moments, man. Everybody has them. I was talking to Deion Sanders about it. Everybody has a turn back moment in their life. Everybody has a moment where you can turn back.
When it gets so hard.
Yeah, man. You just have to find a way just to not give up. You have to find a way, because if you give up, then you never see the end. Had I quit then, there's no way I'm here now. That was a really defining moment in my life, because I had given up. I was done. My clothes on the hook.
Soap all on you and everything.
Soap on me, man. I'm sitting there naked because I was just going to run out, get some hot towels, bring them back in, and take all the soap off. That's how I bathed. I couldn't get out there, man. They just kept coming in. The soap just dried on me. Wow. I said, wow, man.
Dry soap in your butt had to itch a lot.
That's where we are right now, though.
That was his takeaway. The last thing I'm concerned about is this soap in the crack of my tail.
Or tingling, one or two.
The butt ain't where you need to get that soap.
No, I'm just saying, you don't need to leave soap in your butt.
No, there's a lot of other places you need to get it out of.
You need to get it out of there, man.
Now, what?
Okay, may I remind you that you hired him? That's all I'm going to say.
I tell you what's worse than that.
What?
When I was young, and you know how I used to put soap powder in the bathtub and swish it around and make bubble bath?
Oh, like Tide?
Yeah, well, I use Oxydol.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't swish it real good. I was about 9. And them blue bleaching crystals, I left them in the crack of my behind. And the next day at school, I was walking and them blue bleaching crystals had melted down. And I was walking in class, walking in the hall. I couldn't understand. I said, why is my ass hot?
It's hot. But I'm wrong. See, now look what he just did.
Is my ass hot? And I kept touching back there, and I was getting irritated. And then I go on in class, and I had to do a presentation. And I went up to the front, man. I was about in the 8th grade. And I'm doing this presentation, man. And these blue bleaching crystals is all up under me in cracks and crevices, just burning. I'm just standing up there doing my presentation, just big. I'm talking about, man, like ain't nobody in the room but me. What, brother, what are you doing? I ain't even I couldn't
You
even
was all
answer.
up in there, man.
I had stopped the presentation.
Biting your lip and everything.
Yeah, 'cause, man, I got to get this. And I didn't know what was wrong. Because I didn't equate last night's bubble bath.
Right.
But when I got home, man, I ran to the house and went in the bathroom and got me a washcloth and just saw them blue bleaching crystals. I went, God, dog, this is bleach. And I was raw, man. I was chapped for a couple of days. I was raw. I had to put argo cornstarch in my drawer.
Oh my God.
To heal. Because I know my mama used to do that to babies.
To go.
So I put argo cornstarch on me one time. And let me tell you something, man. I did that when I was grown one time. I got real sweaty one time with a jockey strap when I was in college. Yeah, and I
You
got
hold
through.
that because we do have to go to break.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you the story when I come back about when I had this jogging strap on in college. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the story.
We'll be back. Oh, Lord.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, go ahead. Finish your story.
Okay, so we back. So anyway, I was telling you, I had a jogging strap on in college one time. And you know, you get to play, and I done had it on all day, and then I had to go do something.
Yeah.
So then at night, we was playing ball outside again. I still had that jockey strap on. And so
Ew.
now,
What is?
it's cutting.
So,
So when I took my shower that night, so I remembered Argo cornstarch. My mama always said when babies get diapers, that's what they did in the old days, put cornstarch. So I put cornstarch all on me. You know, I went to bed. Now the next day, I'm over this girl house, and it done got sexy, and I pulled my pants down in her room and pulled my drawers down, and all that white cornstarch was still on me, and I had forgot about it.
Worst story ever.
And it was in balls and rolls.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she said, "Ugh, what is that?" I looked down, I went, "Oh, hell no." God, dog.
Right.
Needless to say, she never
Let me ask
talked to
you
me.
something. How much was it? Like, if
That
you
was
painted
a
your
bunch.
thighs, would a cloud come up?
No, it wasn't cloudy. It had accumulated in clumps.
Oh.
Like if I'd have started stomping, it would have been white mothballs all over the floor. Matter of fact, it looked like a bag of popcorn was in my drawers. Smart Pop. I had poured a bag of Smart Pop down in my drawers. That girl didn't talk to me ever no more. I'd been working on this chick for months, man.
She told all her friends.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he got something.
Oh, man.
Wow,
I
Steve.
looked down. She said, what is that? I looked down. I went, oh, hell. I'm trying to pick and thump right quick, but I couldn't get it all out.
Too
It
late.
was just too much.
Pick and thump.
It was too much.
Too much and too late.
True story.
Oh, my God.
Argo cornstarch in college.
Okay, so the question now becomes, how do you follow that?
Well, whatever you want.
Okay. All right. How about this? The number of women now that are getting boob jobs keeps increasing, keeps going up.
I got that. Hey, you ain't got to spend all that money on them boob jobs. You can put some Argo cornstarch in there. That when it gets wet, it's going to be a little lumpy. Okay.
Anyway, the number of women getting boob jobs keeps increasing, but the size they want their breasts to be.
Okay, Shirley,
is
let me ask
shrinking.
you a personal question. If you were not the person you were, would you get a boob job?
If I didn't have boobs?
Shirley, yeah. I'm not
Oh, well, then,
asking.
yeah, probably, yeah.
You would do it?
Yeah.
Carla, would you do
But
it?
small. No.
Okay, Tommy, let me ask you this question. If you was a girl and you was flat-chested, would you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Would you get?
Dog, I'll get breast and butt.
That's what I would do. I get
all
everything.
that. I get breast,
You be
butt,
so
calf.
fine, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. I have a driveway full of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen how non-fine women get
Oh,
treated.
dog,
I couldn't do that.
I'm telling you right now.
If you can get it, I'm with you, man.
Dog, I have so much on me. I'll be on the Kardashians.
Yeah.
They'll have to just put me on there.
Yeah. So you don't mind if women have enhancements and things like that if they do, as long as it looks pretty natural.
Yeah, I wouldn't care what you got.
Because a lot of men do complain that they like natural women. I'm just asking.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But okay, hold up. Oh, so you meet the woman of your dreams. She fine. She got breast implants. You got a problem with her now?
Yeah, but a lot. I hate to say it, but a lot of black men they don't like weaves.
want
They
natural.
don't like.
A lot of
Yeah,
black
they
men
don't.
want
Yeah, a
natural.
lot of black
They
men.
ignorant. Look, you ain't gotta have no weave. I got all that.
You can put all that in a bag. I'm happy.
All right, we gotta go on break. We'll be back. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It looks like we're not gonna see Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill after all.
Wow.
At least not any time in the near future. Stephen Mnuchin, Trump's Treasury Secretary, he reportedly said he cannot commit to carrying out the Obama administration's plan to put
Any plan Obama had.
Yeah,
they
to
don't
put
want
Harriet Tubman on the bill. At this point, he's busy concentrating on tweaking the U.S. currency bills to stop counterfeiters. When asked if he supports the Harriet Tubman picture on the bill, Mnuchin told CNBC, ultimately, we will be looking at this issue, but it's not something that I'm focused on at the moment.
This is good and bad. I would like to see her on the 20th.
I would definitely.
I would like to.
I remember when
But
they made the announcement.
I just want to say this. Do you know how hard a black man would have trying to cash a Harriet Tubman 20 in any store?
What do you mean? What?
If they gonna, where you get this from? I ain't never seen this.
Yeah, I hate him.
I ain't never seen no black lady on no 20.
You know how many people gonna be at that cash register?
They gonna hold that
We
up
need
to
the
the
sisters
light.
down here, number 4. Sisters down here, lane 4.
I'm going to fight for it to get passed.
Yes, thank you,
I'm
Steve.
going to fight for anybody of color to be on
I would
the
like
bill.
to see it, but I'm just telling you, Steve, a black man have a tough time with 100. You know, with a 20. They're going to have it all up to the light.
Is that the one we most have? The bill everybody most has is a 20?
The most counterfeit bill is 100.
100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no need of going to prison for that.
No. But I mean, in our pockets or, on us, we mostly have 20s.
Unless your name is Steve
10s.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the exception, of course.
Well, if they put them out, I'm going to get rid of
I
them
was
real
so
quick.
excited about having a
I'm
bill
going
with Harriet
to get as many as I can.
Huh?
I'm going to get as many as I can.
Yeah.
And
Well,
go
you're gonna have
right
to wait.
down south with mine.
And do what?
I don't know where you get
Spend
these
it.
from.
At gas stations and there. I'm going to be somewhere I ain't never even been on a quick trip. I'm going to go back to that little hillbilly store that wouldn't sell me them damn lottery tickets.
What?
Remember
Tell you
that time I
what,
wanted
though.
to get them lottery tickets. I wanted to buy $200 worth of Powerball tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled the tour bus over. He went, we can't sell you that many. I said, what? Because we don't do that here. Can't help yourself. I said, I want $200 worth of lotto tickets. She looked up at me and went, Lord Jesus. It's Steve Harvey.
That's what they
Girl,
all
I
say.
wasn't even. Wait a minute. Boy, that black girl trying to get us out. No. Steve, wait a minute. I mean, Mr. Harvey. Hold on. I got to call my mom. Somebody they ain't going to leave you down here. That woman got on that phone, man. That gas station that had a Pizza Hut Dairy Queen in it.
Oh, yeah.
Jam! I'm talking about, man, inside of 5 minutes.
Wow.
Because I ended up buying all the kids ice cream, right?
Oh, nice.
Boy, I bought all the kids ice cream. They was in there buying stuff they ain't never ordered before. I want the Sunday. Go on, get it, Steve, paying for it, because you know you ain't buying no Sunday.
All right, sorry. Well, hopefully it'll be on the bill at one point in time. Harriet Tubman's face. We'll be back to close out the show with just one more thing.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Steve, we talked about this earlier. You were on Oprah's Masterclass this past Saturday night. You talked about a lot of things. You talked about that moment you had in the bathroom when you could have given up or kept going. And you talked about how you nearly quit chasing your dreams while being homeless. You also talked about how you plan to use your last $35 to get out of Florida where you were and go back home to be with your family. But in that moment, a phone message changed everything. Here it is. Play it, Cat.
I call my mom's answering machine first. And it was a message from Chuck Sutton, who's passed now, the great Chuck Sutton. He said, hey, Steve, this is Chuck Sutton from Showtime at the Apollo. We saw a tape of you and was wondering, man, it was a great tape. You're really funny. We have an opening for you this Sunday night. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. If you could just get here, we'll put you on the show on television, man. You're very funny. Let us know if you can make it. Boop. And it goes off. And I went, wow. As soon as I went, wow, my heart sunk. Because now how do I get to New York? I got $35, man. I don't have enough to make it to New York. There's no way. The one time I could finally get on TV, and I can't even get to the gig. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. I got to get to Harlem, New York. I don't have no money. I can't eat. I don't have a place to stay. This is horrible, man. So I sat in my car, tears just running down my face, man. I said, this has got to be the worst joke I've ever heard. I said, no, let me call back and see if he said Sunday. So I called right back. Doop, it was this Sunday. And I got ready to hang up. And then I heard, doop, you have another message. Hey, Steve, this is Tom Sobel from the Comedy Caravan. I got a gig that's available in Florida tomorrow night, which is Friday night. I got $150 for you if you can get there. Friday night, it's Thursday. I'm 100-something miles away. Yeah, man. So I get in the car, I drive, I do the gig. The guy pays me $150. He said, man, you were so good. I'll cancel the guy Saturday night. Would you stay Saturday night? He gave me $300 to stay for Saturday. I had $475. I called Chuck Sutton. I said, I'll be there. Got at the Apollo Theater at 2 o'clock, and I went out there, and I got a standing ovation.
Steve Harvey, y'all. I got to get out of here. We're going to have a good time tonight.
And, man, I was on cloud 9. I mean, it was the greatest moment of my life up until that point. I had killed at the world-famous Apollo Theater. And that was it. I was on TV.
Wow, Steve.
That was deep.
Oh,
That was nice.
good.
Yeah, I remember that too. Wow.
Oh, man.
I got to see this master class. They got music, sound
Yes,
effects.
it's good stuff,
I'm
right?
sitting up here going, damn.
Dramatic, yeah.
Oprah know how to do a TV show.
Yeah.
I could have done that. That's cold, man. I remember that moment because I was done. But you know, that's the thing about God, man.
Mm-hmm.
You hear old people say it all the time. He may not come when you want him, but he right on time.
Yeah.
He's never, ever been late in my life.
Ever.
He don't really put more on you. He don't put nothing on you that'll break you. You can quit, but it won't break you. And that's the problem with most people. Most of us quit. See, I was about to quit. I didn't quit. He came through. He saw me breaking, and then he said, okay, man, let me throw him a lifeline. Go out here and make a phone call. Then nothing. And then, man, crying, call back. And then here come the lifeline. And next thing you know, I was on Showtime at the Apollo, man. I went up there and met Chuck Sutton, who's passed now. He gave me my first opportunity on television. I've been on TV ever since, man. I've been on TV ever since.
Just about
Did you bathe? Did you bathe before you drove?
He looking at me.
Yeah, I had already bathed.
But you slid him the
But
question.
you still had dry soap on.
Well,
you.
see, but when I drove to the gig came with a hotel room.
Okay.
So I was straight.
Thank you.
I'm just counting.
But then, Tommy, even if I wasn't straight,
Come on.
I got a lot of bathrooms now.
Do them.
You know what I'm saying? I got bathroom in every room of the house. I got in every hallway. Somebody asked me one time, man, why your house got so many bathrooms? Because I needed one time. I needed one time.
I just thought you was real regular or something. You go.
Well, I could be, but if I want to be regular, then boom, there it is. I got a bathroom in there, you know. Now, see, now what we're going to end up doing is talking about size of houses, and then we're going to end this conversation pretty quick. What you think?
I'm glad you brought your ass out the bathroom. Now we's all on TV.
That's what you got out of it.
Yeah,
That's what we learned today, Jay.
Yeah, that was J. Anthony Brown's master class.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord.
Bring your ass out that bathroom now. We all know that.
No, I'm so glad.
And
That's
Junior.
an amazing thing, though, man. I wish everybody could. Man, it's like what I was telling you at the beginning of the show, what Joel Osteen was saying. It's exciting to have faith in the beginning because God put something on your heart that he might do for you. You go, wow, I'm going to start this. And then it's fun when you think about the outcome. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be all this. But that ain't, you can have faith after it happened, and you can have faith in the beginning. But in the middle, though. Going through. See, what you need is faith in the middle. In the middle of it, when you're going through it. That's where people lose the faith, and that's the most critical part of becoming successful is faith in the middle. So everybody, hold on to your faith. When it ain't going right and it don't look good, hang on. Faith is a belief in things that you cannot see. And when it get foggy, you can't see. Hey, y'all have a great weekend, man.
It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
Hey, did you not have a good weekend just this past week?
Yeah, I did.
What, you don't want to have another good one?
Yeah,
I do.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch your show.
Today, y'all, the premiere of the new show, Steve, is on today. Set your DVRs, man. You're going to love it. It's late night in the middle of daytime. It's going to be funny, boy.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old, unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharvey.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.